My topic is plastic in the ocean. Plastic in the ocean is a big problem in the world today. I chose to talk about plastic in the ocean because I thought it was a really important topic and something that we all generally have to take more care of. Plastic in the ocean does a lot of bad things on the earth today, and it also affects a lot of life on the earth. But one of the things I think is so important to think about is the animals. So now I'd like to take a closer look on the animals in plastic. The animals is like humans in my opinion. So when you throw some plastic out in the ocean, or maybe close to the ocean, we're actually killing without always knowing it. That little turtle, fish, or whatever also had life. But okay, I'm not saying that all of the animals die. Sometimes they would just swallow it. But now let's pretend that you throw some plastic in the ocean. And you maybe don't care if the animals eat it, got choked in it, or maybe you just didn't thought about it. But what most of the people don't know is that the plastic might get back to you. With that being said, I mean, if the fish eat the plastic, it will go to their stomach. So if they didn't get choked in it but just swallow it, the plastic will still be in their bodies. So when we maybe got fish served at a dinner table at the restaurant or whatever, there can still maybe be some plastic in the fish. That plastic will be called microplastic. The microplastic will be in their stomach, so when we eat it, it will be transformed from their body to our body. And then the plastic will stay in our body. So maybe many of us have some plastic in our bodies without even knowing it. And I think that is scary, right? But then you maybe think, what can I do to make this stop? You can first of all stop throwing the plastic in the oceans. It affects so many things, not just the animals, but also other things in the world and other lives. After we have stopped throwing the plastic in the ocean, it's time to do something about the other plastic that are still out there. That could be plastic from 10 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 100 years ago, 10,000 years ago, and so on. But how do we do, and what can I potentially do to make this better? In some places, you can actually go out with big boats and nets. If you're just a normal family or something and you can't do that much, I'll just make a day when you can take the plastic and pick it up with your family. Just make a fun day out of that. And in other countries, they do the thing with the boats. The people that works for it, they will go out in big boats with a drone, and on the drone there is a little camera that will fly around and look for the plastic. And when they know where the plastic is, the boats will take the nets out and take the plastic up like it was fish or something. But now we'll talk a bit about my own experience. I don't have that much experience, but when I maybe go out with my friends and see some plastic, I'll take the plastic up and then I will put it in the trash and then go on. But one story that really affected my relationship to plastic in the oceans is a story from Thailand, where I was walking with my family on the beach and we saw this turtle had some plastic around the body. The plastic was some kind of Coke bottle plastic that was around when you buy some Coke. And we called this number, and the helpers come out and helped us taking the plastic off the turtle, and then me and my family was allowed to take the turtle back to the sea with some helpers. But yeah, that little story made me think a lot more about how plastic in the oceans, like my relationship with plastic in the oceans, and made me think that maybe I should do a bit more, or like the world should do a bit more to save the planet from the plastic from the oceans.